Hello and welcome back to the port. I'm the Gulf Major, and this is a review of the Japanese Tier 7 premium cruiser, the Atago, although I am playing the Atago B, which is identical in every way to the Atago, apart from it comes with a Black Friday permanent camouflage instead of the standard pretty camouflage that I probably prefer. Anyway, this is a Patreon requested review, so hence why we're looking at it, and the request was for it to be a Black Friday camo version, so we are doing that, but all stands that it's basically still an Atago underneath. Now Atago is available for 750,000 global XP if you are interested. Now Atago is a member of the 4-strong Takeo class heavy cruisers from the Japanese Imperial Navy. Now I won't be going into any history regarding these simply because Dragonfinale does it better. So if you are interested, Dragonfinale's video will be carded top right now. That is 6 minutes and 16 seconds long. It also will be carded on the end screen if you want to catch up with it afterwards. So, in comparison to the Tech Tree Tier 7 cruisers, what we're looking at, well, when it comes to the HP, you've got an average base HP of 40,100, and you've also got the second lowest HP pool, which is basically after you've used all your repair parts, I guess you could say, which is only 53,540. When it comes to the torpedo reduction, you do have the joint second highest torpedo reduction of 16%. And when it comes to the armor scheme, it's always best to go back to the port and have a look at the armor viewer there. So here we are back in the port, taking a look at the armor scheme of the Atago. Let's start off with the bow and the stern, mostly covered in 25mm of plating, which is capable of ricocheting 14-inch shells. There are some parts which are thicker, but they're all below the waterline. Moving on to the torpedo bulge, this is pretty thinly plated because it's not really there to take shells, but it does give you an idea of how much of the ship is actually protected by the torpedo bulges. In fact, it's actually larger than the citadel, so that's actually quite nice. Now, this is obviously all below the waterline, but there is a part of it which does peak up, so we'll take it away just so we can get a clearer view of what we're looking at here. Superstructure wise, 16mm of plating all over, so actually it can resist 8-inch AP if it hits it at a reasonable angle, so potentially that is quite a nice ability there. That is a slightly more survivable superstructure than we see on some other ships, but then again it's still quite a soft squidgy superstructure which is going to get mulched away by high explosives and other things like that. Moving on to the upper armoured belt. First of all, you've got a upper armoured belt of 25mm, which is again capable of ricocheting 14-inch AP. You've also got a deck of 41mm, which is capable of ricocheting all AP shells. So almost like a kind of British style trait where you've got that armoured deck which will allow AP to skip off sometimes, so that's quite intriguing. And the bulkhead's obviously only 6mm at the front and rear, so if anything does come through the bow or stern, it's probably going to continue punching in. Taking that away, let's look at the turrets. Now, the turrets are mostly covered in 25mm plating, so again, only capable of ricocheting 14-inch AP, so AP of larger calibers may incapacitate your turret or put, at least deal heavy damage to them. The barbets above the deck line are 76mm, so that is quite reasonable, but below the deck line is only 25mm, so if you are getting overmatched on your upper armoured belt, potentially you could get your turrets incapacitated that way. So it seems like your turrets are beware of high caliber AP. Your citadel, it is long, is the best way to put it, but the extremities of it are below the waterline. The part that is above the waterline is focused from just in front of the bridge to the back of X turret, I guess you could say, or that midpoint of X turret. So that gives you an idea where to aim for the citadel if you are looking at an Atago. If you're playing an Atago, obviously it's quite reasonably well plated. The sides are 102 to 127mm thick, and the upper deck of it is 35 to 47mm thick, which generally means that it's capable of ricocheting all AP, and able to even resist 8-inch HE as well. So in general, it's survivable, but considering that it doesn't make up much of your roundabout, much of your roundabout is this 25mm. Basically, if it's larger than 14-inch guns, you'll probably want to be trying to avoid the incoming AP shells. But in general, it seems to be a survivable enough armour scheme, so let's go back to the game. Well, welcome back. Before we continue... Oh, well, let's get rid of the Shimikaze if we can. Although I've expected it to go backwards a bit more, but it looks like her engine's knocked out. There she goes. It's okay. So what I was going to do was do the shipping forecast, really. So we are looking at a tier 7 legendary tier game of domination on hotspot. On the enemy team we have a Megami. I have a Grosser Curvest. Oh boy. I suspect that they try and tuck it into the island here. We will continue with the shipping forecast as soon as we can. But I can tell you there's a Grosser Curvest on the enemy team because it's right there. Ooh, we're getting away with that. Megami, Alaska, Amagi. Yes, Georgia, Yamato, Grosser Curvest, Shimikaze, Jean Bar. The Shimikazes are now gone. I'm going to switch my guns to my starboard side. I'm going to try to get away from this general vicinity and try and survive. Anyway, artillery, 10 number 8-inch guns mounted in 5 dual gun turrets. We have A turret, B turret, Superfan up front, and then we have C or Q turret, I guess you could say, which is also up front but facing rearwards. Then we have X turret, Superfire over Y turret at the rear. Now we did have a fire on the Grosser Curvest, but then he got flooded, and now he's damage controlled that. Waiting on these torpedoes to be ready, so we're going to get rid of them. We're going to continue with the Kite and Hope. We seem to be getting away with this at the moment. Anyway, so these do have the shortest range of 14.8 kilometers. Joint longest reload as well of 16 seconds. And we are getting away with this by the skin of our teeth. Second slowest turret traverse speed of 29.6 seconds per 180 degrees of rotation. Nice, getting rid of the Grosser Curvest. That does mean we can actively re-engage, or maybe we could be a bit brave and go for the cap. I think we'll have a crack at the cap. Guns off to the starboard side, because that's where we're expecting the nearest enemy threat. Gonna have to be careful with these Megami torpedoes, but it looks like they're running out of range. Very nice. So, where was I? Joint highest HE shell damage of 3,300, joint highest fire chance of 17%, and the joint 6th highest AP shell damage of 4,700. When it comes to the DPMs, you're looking at having the joint 6th highest pardon me, scratch that. 4th lowest HE DPM, 2nd lowest AP DPM, and 5th lowest fires per minute. So the problem with this, you always get a bit muddled sometimes with your notes. Torpedoes wise, looking at 4 number quadruple launchers, 2 per side, and it's quite interesting. So you have a launcher that can shoot forwards, both launchers can kind of hit in the middle, and then one launcher that can only really hit aft. So you can kind of shoot one aft, port or starboard, 2 launchers dead center, and 1 launcher forward, port or starboard. So it does mean that the Atago can be quite intriguing in the kiting engagement, I guess you could say. Now, the launchers regardless have the 2nd slowest launch reload of 101 seconds. Now, there are 2 choices of torpedoes. So the base torpedoes that you come with have the joint 2nd highest damage of 17,233, 2nd largest detectability of 1.6 kilometers, 3rd longest range of 10 kilometers, and the 2nd highest speed of 62 knots. However, you can swap these out for the Type F. These will have an average damage of 15,300, largest detection of 1.8 kilometers, 3rd shortest range of 8 kilometers, and the fastest speed of 76 knots. Now, the advantage of the Type F is it does mean that enemy ships will have a less time to respond to the incoming torpedoes. They will see them from further away, but due to their speed, they will actually close in faster. However, I personally feel I'd rather have the range of these torpedoes over the speed. Manoeuvrability wise, what are we looking at? Well, we're looking at having the second fastest at 35.5 knots, third largest turning circle of 790 meters, and the fifth slowest rudder shift of 9.8 seconds. Concealment wise, you're looking at having the joint fourth best detection of 12.3 kilometers. Oh, she's more over there, is she? Okay. Well, there she is. Surprised? I suspect she chucked out torpedoes, so for my own sake, I will be, there we go, putting on my sonar. The detectability from the air is 7.4 kilometers, and detectability with my firing in smoke is 6.9 kilometers. What's up to my front? Okay, we should be alright. Ooh, that HE from the Megami hitting quite hard. I think we'll have to switch back to HE, I think. Just concerned about the Amagi, that's all. So, consumables wise, what we're looking at? Sonar, I think times 2 at least. Now, these will have the ability to detect ships at 4.4 kilometers and torpedoes at 3.1 kilometers, 96-second duration and 180-second reload. You also have 3 catapult fighters, these have 100-second duration and 80-second reload, and back in the day when we could see certain stats, they apparently had the ability to do a DPS of 55. Regarding the repair party, which is a little trait that tier 7 cruisers do have, you get 2 of these, and these will be able to heal 240 HP per second for 28 seconds, meaning that each repair party has the ability to repair 6,720 HP. As always, down in the description will be the commander build and the modules used during this game. Regarding the modules, I think I want to say main battery in the first slot, steering gears in the second and third slot, and gunfire control in the fourth slot. The reason being is main battery in the first slot to improve my turret traverse, but gunfire control in the latest slot to obviously improve my gun range. Oh, I actually have to choose this now, do I? I wasn't expecting to do this. Let's do Friesland for the memes. Okay, proceed. Thank you. I wasn't expecting to do that right then. Apologies. So, walking away with 84,000 damage, 65 hits on target, 4 fires, 2 torpedo hits, 2 flooding, so both torpedoes causing flooding, 1 kill, 1 capture assist. Coming second in the team, so I can't really complain about that. Quite a decent performance for a cruiser, I guess you could say. And walking away with a total profit of 214,000 credits with a premium count and a rare credit booster. That's after a ship service cost of 144,000 credits. As a tier 7, she will have an improved credit earning potential. Oh no, I can't really complain about that. A reasonable game. If you did enjoy that, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoy this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. I'd like to say thank you to all the subscribers and to all the patrons whose names will be appearing on the end screen. Down in the description, commander build, modules, link to Patreon if you want to support the channel on Patreon and get your name appearing on the end screen, and also the email address of the channel if you want to send any of your own game catches. And as I said, this was a Patreon requested review. Basically, every patch I try to open up a post on Patreon and allow the patrons to pick a ship to let's play a review, or even a topic to discuss. Until next time, I'm the Galloping Major, and back to the port.
Hey, hey, clear the way, here comes the Galloping Major. Bumpity, 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 bump. Get out of the way there, you fellows, unless you want me to run you down. I guess this is the life. Now, hey, hey, clear the way, here comes the Galloping Major.